Guys, welcome to our webinar, the Tuesday night webinar. And apologize, we're running just a little bit behind here tonight, but we've got an exciting webinar for you. Of course, this is the SEACRET State of the Union webinar. We've got none other than the man himself, the CEO of SEACRET, Izhak Ben Shabat, here tonight, and we're excited to have you. And we're going to go to you in just a second. I want to just give you talk about a couple of things before we go into the State of the Union tonight. I want to talk about the State of the Union as far as the field is concerned and what's happening out in the field and being out in the field and being out and about in the field. I saw some pretty amazing things happen over this weekend. And of course, we continue to hear a lot of our agents, most of our agents out in the field are reporting amazing results. And one of the big things they're reporting is morale at an all-time high. And of course, it's easy to have high morale when paychecks are going up, when more people are getting paid than ever before. And of course, that comes from more people consuming SEACRET skincare than ever before. But I was just in the Maryland, DC marketplace. I was out there with Ben Bradshaw, Lauren Bradshaw, Jeremy Worrell, Dominic Curry, Tracy Covenant. There's so many great leaders that are there, and so many more great leaders that are coming up right now. It's amazing. We have this incredible starting lineup for sure, but there's another starting lineup that are supporting that starting lineup, and our bench is incredibly deep with amazing players, incredible SEACRET agents. And so it was really my pleasure to be there and watch the excitement. But what was so exciting is to see us putting guests in the room, have so many guests showing up at these events, and the guests are just so fired up. And part of the reason the guests are so fired up is because they're so fired up. And what's even more exciting is to see the new agents, those agents that are just getting started, and they are out of their mind, like we are, crazy about SEACRET, and they're spreading the word, and their enthusiasm is so contagious. And I believe it's helping a lot of the veterans like myself to, I've always understood what we have here, but to really internalize how important this company is, of course, for our futures, but these brand new agents, the new blood, the lifeblood of the SEACRET community that are coming here, and they're seeing that this is truly a way for them to take care of their children's education. They see it's truly a way for them to retire, or to retire parents, or take care of somebody that they care about, and they're coming here with a new fire and a new energy like I've never seen before. So that's exciting. Now Tiffany just came out of the Winnipeg marketplace. She was out there with Derek Gilson and Jesse Stansel, of course, Chitindu, and that leadership team. And the same thing, she's reporting an amazing amount of guests, and of course, new agents that are just fired up, making things happen in a big way, and the leadership stepping up probably more than we ever have to really support what's necessary to make these markets grow. So we're seeing that. I will tell you just real quickly, we've got a lot of great things happening coming up. Of course, these events were happening all over the place, all over this weekend, but it's the events that are feeding into these events. It's the wow parties that are happening like crazy. I mean, every single night we're hearing the stories, and if you look on social media, it's crazy the amount of traffic right now of people attending wow parties, people that are proudly putting the mud on their face, wearing the mud, and proudly showing the examples, and then telling their stories of how these products are benefiting them. It's amazing. We're for sure at an all-time high as far as our reach from a social media standpoint. We're at an all-time high as far as consumption of SEACRET products. We've never seen anything like this. We're seeing what's happening with the entire field. I'm watching our leadership in California. I love what Zach Cheney put together, this roadmap. If you want to get to a particular rank, they've got a sheet that we're now spreading throughout the entire community that's showing exactly what you have to do, and it's breaking down really the amount of executives that need to be created, because we can predict in SEACRET. You can predict your income. If you know what you need, you can predict your income. You can create your income. You can decide what your income is going to be. And there's so much of that happening now. We're tracking it, and we're showing people specifically how to do it. So there is no question marks. There are no confusion. And so we appreciate so many people focusing on that executive position. And of course, that executive position is, it's a great rank to advance to. But along with that, it's generating volume, which of course is generating, commissions, and it's generating that high morale that we continue to see. So we're excited about that. This weekend, we've got Community Day that's happening in Phoenix, Arizona. We've got the Community Day weekend coming up this Friday and Saturday, and I understand there's a lot of people coming in excited about that. So, of course, that's all over social media right now. I'm going to participate along with the Denny's and the other leaders that are here in the market. You're going to be participating. Of course, we'll have our Friday night dinner here. By the way, the Friday night dinners, which I predicted 3 years ago, we would not be able to sustain. The Friday night dinners, not only are they sustaining, what I didn't understand, what I underestimated, is the power of duplication of those Friday night coming together, fellowshipping dinners, where our agents are really getting to know each other better. They're breaking bread and doing all the things that you guys have been doing for years. And of course, my brilliant self did not believe that would happen. And of course, I'm glad to see that it is happening in market after market after market after market. Our communities are coming together. So we'll have that. And then Saturday, we'll have an amazing session, of course, a place where guests can come and really showcase the secret opportunity. Of course, you're going to hear some of the things that they're going to hear. You're going to kind of get a sneak peek at some of that information here tonight. I'll also be in Minnesota immediately. I'm going to leave from the Community Day on Saturday, head to Minnesota, where, of course, we're seeing Minnesota in the top 5 every week now. Chiho and that entire leadership group that's happening over there. I'm excited to be there with them. We'll be doing an event on Sunday and on Monday in the Minnesota market. Then I'm going to head over right from there over to Milwaukee, another marketplace that is in the top 5 every week. We'll be in Milwaukee on Wednesday night doing their special event. So anyway, you stay tuned. All this stuff is up on social media. Tiffany is going to be in Seattle, another market with incredible leadership that continue to perform and staying steadfast and bringing new life into the organization. So Tiffany will be there this weekend as well. Friday night, they're doing an event in Seattle, and then they're doing an executive event the following day. So anyhow, I want to give you guys that a heads up, get that out of the way before we get started. But watch social media, get in your back office, look at the secret events calendar. There's a lot of things you can plug in. The best events you can do right now are the events you can do. It's the home parties, it's the one-on-ones and those type of things that we can make happen right now and keep this momentum going. But Isaac, we've promoted this as the State of the Union call. And of course, you are the head of this organization. You're driving the charge, leading the way, and you get a chance to see from a different vantage point than a lot of us do. You get a chance to see the overall numbers. And of course, the big news that came out is from the Direct Selling Association about our ranking inside of that. And the smile I see on your face when just getting on that list is difficult. And it's amazing that we made that list so early in the game. But then when we see the growth that we had in 2014, in spite of the naysayers, in spite of what people were saying or what those that didn't understand had to say, we were the #1 company in terms of percentage of growth of all companies that made that list. And this is a global ranking, by the way, guys. It's not just here in North America. This is based on all companies on the planet. So it's an exciting place for us to be. I think it's a great place for us to start tonight because I believe that because of course we doubled the company in 2014. I believe the best is yet to come. I feel that we will double this company again in 2015, and I know with some direction from you tonight, we'll have some specific ideas what we can do. So let me turn it over to you, Izhak Ben Shabat. Share with us what's going on and what you're seeing in the field and in the company. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, John. I really appreciate. First of all, is the leadership of you and Tiffany and what you're able to accomplish with building this amazing organization. And we got to spend last weekend together.
Yep.
You talked about duplicating the Shabbat dinners, and we had it in your house this time. It was big, huh? It was big and amazing. And I agree with John. Being able to, because at the end we're going to talk about numbers, we're going to talk about the vision, but at the end to be really able to practice on what community is all about. People coming together. We're all equal. We break bread. We eat the same food. We share the same dreams. That's the essence of really building something big for the future of our community and build a legacy company. That's the foundation. And I really want to thank you and Tiffany for leadership and taking your role and also driving the community culture and doing it the right way. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
And for those of you that are watching us today, yes, it is a special week for the Secret and the Secret community. Obviously, not only that we made it to the top 100 list, which is not easy. I think that we're one of the youngest companies to ever made it to the top 100 companies. We made it in our second year, and to be in the top 100 companies in the second year, in 2013 was our second full year. That was a big achievement. I remember the celebration and the exposure we got. We got calls from people from all over the world, from business leaders in other markets, not only network marketing, and to get congratulations from everybody that really recognize the unique element of Secret. But in 2014, which is our third year of full year of operation, not only to be in the top 100, to be the highest growing company within the top 100 companies. I know it sounds great, but let's talk about what it means for us. It's a lot of responsibility. To be number one, it's something that everybody want to be, and we will not only be number one in the entire industry, the profession. We are aiming to be number one skincare company in the world, regardless if it's network marketing or not. We are to be number one personal care company because there's more to in the Secret community. But as the highest growing company, and I don't think that there is any other company in the world that made it twice to be the highest growing company, right? Usually there is always number one. We made it this year, but our goal is to break a record and make it again in 2015. So now let's talk about what it means to be responsible for being a leader in the highest growing company in the world, with the top 100 companies, obviously, in the world. It means that you have to lead, and you have to understand that while you're leading your organization, everybody now that's looking at Secret, they ask, okay, what is the reason for us growing so fast? What does it mean to be a leader within a Secret organization? And I think that one of the things that we all understand, that we all have goals and we all have we put together some kind of a game plan and we're trying to achieve it. And sometimes we become at the limit of our own organization, maybe because our dreams or our goals are not as high, or maybe because we're not willing to push as hard. But there's so many people that right now that join Secret, and we know that they're going to be the number one drivers of this company. We know that the biggest growth is yet to come. And it's out there, it's in the field. And you as a leader, you have the responsibility. You are the one that attracted people to this opportunity. You need to find this potential and you need to turn it on fire. You have to go over there, you have to equip them with the tools. And your responsibility as a representation of this organization, this success of this organization, is to go out there and help these people to be better than you. Help these people to be better than us. Take these people that has the highest potential. When we lay the foundation for this company, when we have an amazing system, and we're going to talk about it today, we have a clear vision of where we're going. We have a streamlined direction of how to become successful in Secret. It's not a secret anymore.
It's not a guess.
And people don't need to say, okay, what do we do in Secret? They know it's clear and it's working. And now that we have that, your responsibility is to give this opportunity and this roadmap to people that just join your organization and show them the way how to do better. Because when they do better, you're benefiting from that. And that's what I love about this profession. That's what I love about this choice we made to take Secret from a successful retail company to relationship marketing. And some people say, okay, so where is this growth that's coming from, right? And some people think, okay, it's coming from Korea, it's coming from this or that. No, but let me just tell you something. Here in America, we had the highest growth in 2014 as well. And people don't know, the North American market has grown significantly. The number of agents that we see on a weekly basis are growing significantly here in North America as well. Obviously, we're so fortunate to have the Australian market open and the Korean market successful like that. And now that we just opened Japan, and we have other markets in preparation, but the North American market is just in the beginning phases of it, and you already made it to the top 100. So I think that this is the biggest potential that we have over here. And I think that, when we look at it, when we ask ourselves, okay, so we did great in 2014, I think what gets me excited the most is we did great in 2014 without the new preferred customer program.
That's right.
We did great in 2014 without the new announcement that we had in this event. Do you know what's happening? Let me just share with you some of the numbers since our movement event, right? Which was my opinion, one of the best event we ever had.
Isaac, I think it's one of the best events that's ever been produced in relationship marketing, period.
And it was, and I agree, we felt so good. I think what made it such a great event, except for the entertainment and the parties and we coming together as a community, the content, the message that's coming outside of the leadership, it was so streamlined. Everybody's on the same page. We know what we need to do to duplicate the success of 2014, even do better in 2015. And I think it's one of the biggest announcements that we had don't get paid more on acquire VIP customers to get paid daily. John, let me just tell you, since we announced it at the event, just some numbers, we tripled the numbers of customers we're recruiting on a weekly basis. Do you understand? Tripled. We're talking about last year was a great success. What about tripling?
Tripling from when you start looking, think about that for a second. Think about that. To double the company in 2014, and now we're tripling the customer base.
Exactly, and people understand. Say, okay, customer base. Maybe sometimes with customers you don't see the volume as high because it's easier when you have an agent signing up with a special agent pack, and you have a 900 BV or with a pro pack with 1,000 BV, and obviously you see more volume coming in. But these agents that's coming over without building the customer base. This is what's so different about Secret and any other so-called network marketing company out there, because we build real residual income. And these customers are going to be customers for life. Now, there is a way to make it work, and you need to know how to maintain your customer base. You need to approach them and get them excited about the new products, the new promotion. And we're doing it for you, and it's just the beginning because we're about to launch a customer campaign. And people don't know it. We have a VIP customer campaign that we're going to talk to every one of your customers. We're going to encourage them to say, do you use the dry skin bundle? Maybe you should look at the M4 nowadays because you didn't buy it. Maybe you should look at the new products that we're coming in. What about taking your shampoo and conditioner and replacing it with something healthier that is better for you? So we're going to keep on dripping on your customers to make sure that they understand what we have. It's not about them buying more. They're already buying these products. We're just going to give them better products for less. And that's going to be something we're going to help you, and you need to do the same. So going back to the numbers, we tripled, almost tripled our customer recruiting on a weekly basis. We see our volume growing like crazy. Since the event, 15% increase in the US market. And listen to this, 32% increase in Canada. This is, for me, that's phenomenal. And that's just the beginning of the year. Right now, we are in a prime time in the year. This is where people now are looking for the opportunity. People now willing to work. There is no summer vacation that right now is happening. There is no winter. Sleeping in the winter and waiting for the new year to come. Yes, the hibernation phase is out. Now it's your prime time. That's where you need to be. Now you have to ask yourself, okay, what exactly Secret is doing? Secret is giving you everything that you need. It's the only company in the world that is integrated a very aggressive and direct customer acquisition program that nobody ever had in network marketing, with the foundation of building a distribution footprint with a binary structure and the check match program, which that encourage people to build an organization, develop leadership, and you can enjoy. There is no other company that has a hybrid compensation plan like that. I'm not even talking about the products that there is.
There's no comparison.
There is nothing out there with these products, and you can really give solutions to people. So now you have to ask yourself what it means for you. Do you want to take advantage of this opportunity? Are you willing to just have somebody else take advantage of it and grow the organization? Or are you willing to make a decision? Now, this year, 2015, this company giving me more tools. This company allowed me to get paid daily. Allow me to get paid daily, and we're talking about it.
Baby needs new shoes tomorrow. Well, do a party today. Get some mud on people today. It's an amazing program. And one of the biggest complaints we hear from the field is they need money. They need cash. Everybody needs money. That's a complaint of society.
Exactly. We talked about it last week. We say, some people, you go to do a home party. We do our wow parties, right? You have 8 people in the room. 4 of them going to be customer. Done. 2 of them probably going to be VIPs. And 2 more, they're going to think about it. But now you have another selling tool. Somebody's going to say, I don't know if I want to buy skincare, or if I have money, or if I can do it. Maybe you have some bills you want to pay. That's another selling point. Maybe you want to pay some bills for for Friday when bill is going to arrive. Maybe you want to do it. It's Sunday. You can maybe do a party, and in 2 days get paid. You can pay your bills. And
how about from a recruiting standpoint? Who do you know that has bills? Do you know someone that has bills
tomorrow?
Yeah,
that needs to get paid tomorrow. Yes,
we can help. We can help.
And I'm saying it. I'm excited about it. Obviously, I believe in it. Obviously, also, it wasn't easy for a company to make a change like this. It requires so much programming, and you have to shift everything. Now we have 2 payouts, but we know, and this is the only network marketing company to until now, it was the asset of a direct sell company trying to sell maybe services or just product with the direct sell method. Now we're bringing it to a all new era of a network marketing structure together with one of the most aggressive compensation plans for acquiring customers. And I'm talking about it so much because I see what it does to our organization, John. I see how people say, in order to be a diamond, they need to go out there and sign up just agents with packages. We just had Lisa Peterson in the diamond position, right. One of the fastest to a diamond position in the company. And guess what? She did it with 85% customers in her organization. So in their organization, their recruiting is 85% customers versus agents. Now, I'm not just saying go out there and stop recruiting agents. No, you need to bring as many agents as possible that while they're working, getting as many customers as possible, because now you have one of the most aggressive selling point of the company. You have something that every agent can do and make money today. And with that, think how many people will just say, you know what, I want to be with you. I want to be an agent in SEACRET. I want to change my life. So I'm talking about 2014. Without our customer program, without some of the fast start program that we put together at the beginning of the year, without the executive watch that now driving everybody like crazy, without Japan, and we grew twice. What can we do with all of that in 2015? What can we do with you when you make this decision today that you're not just going to stand by? You're not going to be the journalist that's going to just take a cover story about SEACRET. You're going to participate. You're not going to be somebody who's just observing it and say, wow, this is amazing. Congratulations, SEACRET. I'm a community member, but are you willing to do something to help us get there? Are you willing to do something for your family? Are you willing to do something for the people that follow you for this opportunity and they know that you promised them that they can change your life? Make sure that they're doing that. So with that, I'm very excited. Obviously, I think it's the biggest opportunity. There's so many things happening soon, John. We're going to...
Well, there's so many things happening soon. Now, Isaac is sitting next to me, and inquiring minds want to know, can you give us a sneak peek? One thing I love that you continue to talk about is us being a solution-oriented company. And maybe can you touch on that a little bit? Because the future is so exciting. The past has been amazing, but the future is bright for us.
So yes, the future is bright. Obviously, we're talking about now over 9-10 products that's going to be revealed this year. Which is just by itself, it's exciting. I wish I could say what products these are, but I can tell you that at least 3 of them is a breakthrough in science and that regards to personal care and results oriented. There is something very exciting. I just talked to the scientist yesterday. There is a big improvement that was done to the Recover product.
The Recover is better than the new Recover.
The new improved Recover, it's coming soon, which is going to give, they say, over 60% more results, I was just excited last night to hear that. Obviously, we have some new eras, some new markets that we're going through. We started with some hair products with the shampoo and conditioner. There is more to come on that element. I'm going to just give you a hint. And definitely some of more consumption products, everybody need for the daily use. And you know what I'm talking about, and it's coming. And all of it is coming in the near future, and it's coming to you, which is going to give you more consumption. It's going to give you more abilities. And don't forget, once we come with new products, for example, we just came up with the new makeup remover. This is 2 years of research on how to take something that everybody just wave and say, okay, it's a makeup remover, they're using alcohol or using whatever it is, and develop a product that is not only removing the residue of the makeup, which is very important because it's creating a lot of problems for people that don't know how to remove it, also to do it healthier and make your skin feel smoother. And now, we have new makeup remover. Think about that for you and your agents and your customers. How many of them right now don't know that we have a new makeup remover? How many of them use a makeup remover that hurt their face? How many of them would love to get a makeup remover that usually is going to sell for $80 to $100 in every luxury skincare line, that they don't even have something that is close to that, and you have it now for for $19.99 with the bundle and save. You know, who's gonna argue that when you're gonna call them and say, let me tell you what I can give you. So that's coming. Obviously, it's exciting. We actually, in the next few weeks, we're going to do a lot of celebration for our success. We're going to Israel.
Can't wait. The Dead Sea. We're going to float.
We're going to the Dead Sea with our top diamonds. You know, I can't wait. I'm so excited to be able to bring our top leadership to my homeland, to the source of the secret community, which is the Dead Sea, and be able to bathe in the water, see the results, understand why these products are so unique. To be able to go to places like Jerusalem and Tel Aviv and explore and to see where Jesus was born and where he crossed the river and to see some sites that we only read in the Bible about, and have fun.
Have fun in the process, and
yes,
and it's part of our company. And you touched on something just a few minutes ago, and it all ties back to the Dead Sea. The research that went into, you don't realize the research that went into first deciding to bring a makeup mover, but then bringing the best makeup remover, which has been the thought process with every product we brought, is not just to bring it to the marketplace first, that there's a market for it, but second, that it would be the best in that category. And there's a lot of research and development that goes into secret products and the products that are already in the pipeline, but the products that are coming to us. Can you touch on that? Because what I see with a lot of relationship marketing companies, they don't really put much effort or much thought into the product because they've got a base of people talking about it. So they don't, it doesn't really matter. The product doesn't always really matter to them. It's more about this distribution of it. Talk to us about the thought and the energy and the research that's going into the secret product line.
Of course. And you said something very true, John. In network marketing, which we understand the concept now. What we do, we just share experiences about products that we use, and we're excited about it. And people say, okay, if Isaac, my friend, use this product, and he calls me and said it's a good product, I'm going to buy it because I'm recommending on products all the time, right? You do the same. So for these companies, sometimes they forget because the success of these companies is because of you. It's because of you. Okay, you go out there and you say, trust me as my friend, this is the best product. Trust me, it's the best opportunity. And because you do that, these companies are successful, but some of them are sometimes blinded by their success, and they forget that in order to maintain your trust, that you right now, you call your friends and say, trust me. They don't understand that to maintain this trust that you just put on the line, they need to keep on developing the best products out there. And we know that because we don't come from this profession, we come from a retail environment when people have no incentive to buy from us. We know that if we don't deliver the best products, we have no existence. So that's how we build Secret. So what do? And people say, oh, you have L'Oreal, you have the best scientists out there. Yes, we have L'Oreal and they have the best scientists out there, but I can tell you that that's not enough for us. It's not. Yeah. When we start working with them, we said, okay, they know everything, but it's not enough. We need to do better. How do you become better than number one? You become better than number one. So we hired our own team of developers in Israel, which you're going to get to meet. By the way, you're going to go to L'Oreal manufacturer. You're going to see everybody. The CEO of L'Oreal going to address some of the things that Secret is doing, and I'm sure that you're excited about it.
Another reason to go diamond in this company. There's a lot of perks for being a diamond in this company.
Yeah, and it's not only incentives. It's for you. You're the leaders. You need to equip yourself with what is important to lead this community. That's some of the things you're going to do in Secret. So we thought maybe we can rely on L'Oreal, but we said no. We're going to develop our own professional developer team. We have scientists in Israel that are working for our organization, developing formulation that we own. We don't go to a manufacturer and say, oh, what technology we have? Let's just package it and do it for us. So we have this team of scientists over there. We have a partnership with one of the most lucrative and recognized professors in Israel, the developer of the Recover, and they have 4 more concepts that they developed for us. And he's heading one of the most important department in the Haifa Tech Institute, is a university in Haifa, which is one of the best in the world when it comes to technology and science. And their team, over 7 people, keep on developing new technologies for Secret, and it's part of the new products I just was talking about. And it's not enough. It's not enough.
And this is what guarantees us withstanding the test of time. This is what guarantees us being a global powerhouse, being the #1 company, because we do understand that if you don't deliver a great product to the marketplace, I mean, you can deliver on a lot of hype and all this and do well for a short period of time. You can break records even, but to withstand the test of time, you have the consumer. They are smart. The end user, they are not dummies. They are looking for good products at a good value, and that's. As a matter of fact, we're delivering great products at a great value, and this is a game changer inside of relationship marketing, and we're going to continue to see us climbing these ranks. And we're growing now. The one thing that's significant, Isaac, I just saw before Tiffany's going to be up here in just a second. One of the significant things that I did some research. I did some research on the impact when I saw that we grew by 104%. When I saw that we added another $74 million in revenue on top of the 70-some million that we did the year before. But I did some research, and I found out that every year there's about 500,000 companies that start, that they are designed to be companies that will employ people. These are companies that are coming out to be big. And venture capitalists and, of course, big investors are looking for companies, and basically they're looking for what they call relevant. They're looking for relevant companies. They say companies that go over $100 million a year. They say these are companies that make a difference. They're make a difference companies. Matter of fact, to venture capitalists and to the big investors, they don't think you make a difference unless you do 100 million. Basically, what they're saying is the consumers decide, because the consumers are making a decision on your future based on their ability and their willingness to expend their capital for those products. But anyhow, when I saw the numbers that 500,000 companies every single year are formed, and the venture capitalists are looking for a company that has the potential to do $100 million a year in sales within 6 years. Then when I dug deeper, I found out that, do you know there's only 179 companies every year that do this? 179 companies that do this. You understand the rare air that we're in? We are not only relevant, of course, we're a company that's making a difference, but we're talking about doing this the second year in business. We're talking about going into our fourth year, our third full year, doubling the company, doing what they say make you relevant and make you a company that makes a difference in 1 year, not taking 6 years to do this. And then talking about the steps that are necessary and what we can do to make this happen again and to become the most relevant company, of course, in all of relationship marketing. I don't think there's any question, but we're talking about becoming and have become a company that makes a difference, and becoming a company in all of business. Because if you take 500,000 companies that'll start this year, but then you have to look at the 500,000 companies that started last year and the year before. You're talking about millions of companies in this space, yet only 170 of them will break the 100 million mark this year. This is significant. This is beyond belief. It's because we're delivering amazing, amazing products. It's the first time in Secret's history. Of course, we got the foundation in place. We've got the products in place. We got the process down. People know how to move the products in the field. There's no questions of how do we do it. We have a clear, streamlined process for moving that. And then on top of that, the leadership is together. We're all on the same page. We have locked arms and have come together for the greater good of the entire community. And it's very, very clear in the marketplace on what's happening. And that's what I'm most excited about is of course who we are as an organization, and that our thinking is not just how much revenue can we drive today, and it's not even about the revenue. It's how can we deliver value to the marketplace, bring people into the organization in the rewards that come from delivering this value to the marketplace. And of course, you've been doing this for a long time, and you see it, and we keep talking about the future being bright, but 2015, I mean, it's already, we're already doing much better than in 2014, same time frame. We're heading into our season. We're going into the season where we have an automatic explosion just based on the time of the year. A couple of things one thing I want to do right now. Tiffany has been leading the charge in a big way in a lot of markets, and she's a person when it comes to strategy. Giving people a very clear direction. Here's what you do. Here's exactly how you do it. When, where, how type things. And she was right behind me. I just want to make sure. Tiffany, could you join us just real quick? I want you to talk about how you're creating so many executives. And no, Isaac, you said I'm going to get up. But she's creating so many executives and helping the field to create so many executives. And maybe you could talk a little bit about that. Tiffany Malott, the #1 income earner in North America. Welcome to our broadcast.
Well, thanks a lot. Actually, I've been saying the same thing. I've been a broken record since we started in January with the executive program. And I think the main thing is we stick to that. What Izhak and the rest of HQ has done with giving us such an amazing rank with executive, amazing recognition, like a $500 watch for just producing 2,000 in volume in 4 weeks. So I think what we have to do is stay focused on helping as many people as possible, not just do it, but realize that they can do it and help others do it as well. And so I really believe that rank advancing is what you do to help other people. So the first thing we have to do, I've been saying this since January, there are only 2 groups. Those of you who need to go executive and those who need to break executives. And every market I go to, I'm really shocked how many people aren't executive yet. It's a lot of new people, but this last room was like 80% of the room wasn't executive yet. And I just realized that if we just help, even if it was just half of those people go executive, what would happen to the company? Yeah. What happens to the company? And I'd like for you to answer that. What happens to the company when we help in our organization 10, 20, 30 people reach executive?
I think if each one of you, and I know the numbers obviously, but if each one of you are going to look deep in their organization and you're going to make just at least half of your agents as executive agent, the company is going to triple itself, at least.
Really?
Yes, of course. And that's important thing to understand. And, first of all, Tiffany, it was your idea to come up with the rank, and I think it was. No, it's important. You deserve the credit. Obviously, you put together most of our system, and coming up with this rank was genius in my opinion, because it was a very big jump from superstar to bronze, and now it's something intangible. Everybody can be executive. Everybody. And think what happened if half of them can be executive, right? We just talked about triple your business, triple the company business. That's one thing that you need to know. And we have the peak event. And That's very important. That's why I'm with you. I want to hear right now what you have to tell us. What's the marching order you're giving us, Tiffany, on how to bring as many people to peak as possible? Because peak, the training we're going to get over there, the ability to be together with our top leaders in the company is just something you don't miss.
Well, I'm really excited. I had no idea that if we just focus on breaking half the agents in our organization, new agents in our organization, and getting half of them to executive, that we could literally triple the company. That's just huge. So let's talk about what we need to do. The first thing we have to do is, if you're on this webcast right now and you're not executive, we have to get you to executive. Now, I want to say that yes, you can go executive with a pro pack on the left and a pro pack on the right, and of course everyone would love to do that. But the reality of the situation is, how many people are really getting professional packs or special agents? It's only about,
I would say that they're special around 38-39% of
39%, which is really good, I believe. Yeah. That's huge, because we understand the importance of equipping our agents. But the reality of the situation is everybody's not going to get a professional set. But that doesn't mean you're doing a bad job. It doesn't mean that you're not showing people the importance, and it definitely doesn't mean that they aren't serious about going executive or making their lives change with SEACRET. I can tell you, for me, 15 years ago, if someone told me I had to spend $1,600 to get into a network marketing company, I wouldn't be here today. And that's what I love about, is that we give people a chance to get in and where they are. And so for me, I would have gotten a basic pack. I would have gotten a basic pack 15 years ago. Not that I want people to get basic packs now, but sometimes you have a basic budget. And so if you have people who are in a basic package budget, just get them started with that. But I can tell you, within less than 30 days, I would have upgraded. I would have definitely upgraded to premium. I would have had all those products in no time, because it would have been, my enroller would have shared with me the importance of having it, and it gave me a system to have some success, and I would have reinvested in myself and my business and in my future by getting more products. So the reason why I want to point that out is I want everyone to understand that when putting on people and they get started, that's the key. When they get started with a basic package or higher, that's just the beginning, because it's not like you're not going to work with them. It's not like you're not going to talk to them. It's not like they aren't a window to 1,000 people. And because they are windows to 1,000 people, a basic package just gets it started. So whether it's with the basic or professional set, and of course, you should tell people hands down the professional set is the best, but wherever they are, like John says, let them get in where they fit in, and let's get the process started. So I believe we should be getting those people equipped with the package that they can do. Then we need to get people their first 2 wow parties set up. You know, I love the S4S system, Secret for Success. I absolutely think it was genius to give us a system to make sure our activity was congruent with our goals. And that's what I think is most important about S4S, is that our activity is congruent with our goals. What I really fear sometimes is people think it means I'm going to get 2,000 in volume in these 2 wow parties, and if I haven't gotten it, then I failed. I just want you to understand that it's activity. Everybody sits in front of us will participate in Secret if we ask them to participate. We just have to understand that we're going to have to go through the numbers to get the results that we want. So what I really want everyone to do right now, if you haven't already, is to commit and schedule your 2 wow parties every week for the next 4 weeks. Because if it takes just getting the activity done, putting mud on 3 to 5 people twice a week, if you do that for the next 4 weeks, you get people started and teach them to do the same. And then we know superstar and executive can be accomplished in 4 weeks, really just by following S4S with the Mother's Day promotion, with all the customer program, with all the great things we have. Just imagine in the next 4 weeks, we could get half of those people in our organizations done, get them to executive, and triple this company. You know, let's not wait until the end of 2015 to let the Direct Sales Association know that we're going to be #1 again. Let's go ahead and get it done right now. So that's the next thing I want everyone to do. But then I also have been preaching, you've got to inspect what you expect. So if you are already an executive, you have to make it your commitment. It's really our responsibility to make sure people are getting to executive. So it's imperative that you know who needs to get there. You need to go through your organization, you need to take inventory, and you need to get all new agents on track with a package, S4S, and really be speaking that language to your organization. Really, I believe all people should be doing is getting started and going executive. And I think with what we've got, great packages, great products, daily pay, incredible compensation plan, amazing timing, and this incredible rank, we could be getting that done in 28 days or less. But it's important that you talk about this all the time. Everyone who talks to me now, they know exactly what I'm going to talk about. They know I'm going to ask how close you are to executive or how many people are you helping to get to executive. And the reason why is because they need to know that as a leader, I've got my focus. Because if I'm talking about something different every time my team talks to me, then guess what? My team is talking about something different as well. So there's only one thing to talk about right now. That's going executive and getting to peak. And just like we compete with each other to get people to the convention, you should be competing with yourselves to get people to peak. And I'm just going to wrap up my portion with this. It was 15 years ago that I made a decision that I was going to get more people to the next big event. And I had 4 people on my team at my second big event. And I heard that the closer you get to 100 people at a big event, the closer you get to 6 figures a year. But they threw a little monkey wrench into things for me. They said the next event was a leadership summit, and you had to be a certain rank, a higher rank, to get to that event. And so I couldn't just tell everyone to go to the event. I had to tell people, you've got to get to this event and you've got to hit this rank or else you can't go. And what ended up happening was I got so focused on helping other people. I mean, I got so focused on telling people how great the event was going to be, but more than that, how they needed to qualify for that event. And people were like, well, you know what? I'll check my schedule. And I said, well, you have to hit the rank to get there first. And when I told them, if you're not at this rank, you can't go, I wish you could see how hard they worked to make sure they hit that rank so they could go. And what happened was, with rank to qualifying for a higher rank to get to this event, I took 4 people to my second event. I had over 25 people at my third event. I reached the top of the company, helped someone else hit the top of the company, and that was the beginning of my success. That's the way all of you should be right now. And no one should be shy about telling people they can go executive. No one should be unsure on mapping out executive. It's just S4S, superstar, and then exec, guys. It is something we all can do, and we have to keep talking about it, keep focusing on it, and keep helping others get there. And so that's really it. I think the biggest thing everyone needs to focus on right now is, do I go executive and go to my rank meter and my volume history to know what I have to do now to get to executive by Sunday night, midnight Pacific time? And then for those of you who need to break executive, you should have a list on your whiteboard or in your notebook or something of who you are helping to get executive. And then you've got to set a serious goal, because significance comes from helping enough people get what they want, That's how you get what you want. If you don't even know how close people are to executive, if you aren't taking this seriously, I mean, really, really taking it like this is my mission to help people get the best training Secret's ever delivered, to help people rub shoulders with the best of the best, to go to something exclusive and life-changing. If you aren't taking that seriously, then you aren't taking the mission of Secret seriously. Because I can tell you, sitting next to this gentleman for the past 4 years and being behind him and following his steps, I can tell you that that's why Secret is who it is today, is because he cares more about our success, my success, John's success, your family's success, than sometimes we care about our own. And I'm just asking you, just in Breaking Executives, take this example, make sure you care about other people, changing their lives, getting the training they need, and helping their families live the lives that they deserve to live. And that's when your life will definitely change as well. So with that, I'm gonna turn it back over to John Malott. If you have questions, start inboxing us now, and then we can answer those as well. So John Malott, back to you.
Appreciate that, Tiffany. And that's where I was going to go is if you've got some questions, send those questions over now as we're getting close to the end. Isaac, you got any last words for us?
No,
I have a feel they're going to load up some questions right now. We'll give them a second. If,
Sure.
Okay.
Sure, of course. So, like I said, we're heading into a phase that we're celebrating with your success. After Israel, we're going to have the Catalina Island retreat, with everybody, which is going to be very important to really get to spend some time with the leadership of this organization. And we're going into peak, and I think that Tiffany said that you just have to be there. You have to be there, or you have to make sure you have as many people as possible in this event. And Ignite, Ignite is going to be it's going to be huge. Crazy. It's going to be on fire, like we say. And I know what's coming in Ignite. I know what we're going to see. It's going to be over here in Phoenix. We have some surprises for you for Peak and for Ignite, and we're going to release some announcement about it this week. So for me, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you for this amazing achievement. This award is not for Secret, it's for the community members of Secret, because you made it what it is. You were the fastest growing company within the top 100. It's you. And I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for all your hard work. It's it's a validation. Whatever you've done in 2014, somebody out there, the biggest and the best of them all, tell you you are number one, and you are number one for us, and we're going to keep on supporting you and serving you here from Secret. And like John said, it's the first, not the first, but it's the best that we ever been as far as leadership, to see everybody coming together, not only being attracted to the story of Secret, to the story of the community, of the friends working together, also practicing it and teaching it and seeing how great of a relationship, this unbreakable bond that we have between us, the top leadership, that for me, it's everything. So thank you for that, and I'm looking forward to see you here in Peak and spend more time with the people that change our life.
Well, and we've got, what I love about this platform is we get an opportunity the field gets a chance to ask some questions. Sure. And Tiffany.
Someone just wants to know when the makeup and the vitamins are going to come out, but I don't think you're going to tell us that.
We're not telling you that kind of stuff. Don't ask those questions, people. You got to come to the conventions and see. But we got there's a lot of solution-oriented products that are coming out. But we won't tell you. But we can't tell you tonight. So we thank you for trying, though. We appreciate you asking. And and a lot of the questions that we're getting are building questions.
Yeah, we can do those.
So we can knock those out.
We can do them.
Do them right now.
I don't know if Isaac wants to do them. You and I can do them.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys can do it. But again, I know there are many questions about it and people talking about new products. But I think that each one of our products, especially the WOW products, each one of them can be $1 billion company. And guess what? We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Right. And next year we said we want to break the record and have another over 100% growth this year in 2015. It's not that I think it's doable. It will be done. And like I said, you have to ask yourself what part you are taking into creating and breaking a record within this profession, within this industry, and making it to number one in growth twice within the top 100 companies. So again, thank you so much for giving me a chance to speak to our community members. Thank you for your leadership, for you and Tiffany, and what you guys have done. And with that, I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody.
Love you, brother. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here. And guys, we'll answer some of these questions. We'll let Isaac do what CEOs do, and that's keep this thing moving. And we'll walk them out. I'll go ahead and do it. All right.
All right, guys, so we've got some questions. Excited to answer these for you. I am going to answer this one. What is the best way to approach salons and day spas? I personally feel like that you can actually just go in and ask them what they're using and if they're open to learning about some amazing products that have immediate results as well as lasting results. And then really always go in with your products, ask someone if they have a few seconds to make them say, wow. From there, ask them to get on their calendar when they have time. Usually these people are extremely busy. And so I wouldn't try to break out into a presentation right there. And if you can't, ask to speak to the decision maker, because you don't want to just talk to someone who's working there who then has to go through someone else and someone else. So really it's the same way you would do anything, but I do want to point out here, I don't want anyone to focus only on salons and spas, only because they should just be part of your list. If you have someone on, if you have a salon or one of those on your list, then definitely you should go in there. But if you're just thinking, oh, I'm going to get some salons and spas, they're going to make a huge order and blow my business up. We've been doing this for 4 years. Unfortunately, we've seen people try that. And really, it seems like 3 people at a wild party won't change your life. But that's all John and I have done. All we've done is 3 people, 4 people, 5 people at a wild party for the past 4 years and taught a lot of people to do the exact same thing. And it has changed everything for us. So that's my suggestion. There are a lot of others who are even better. I'm sure you can find them on YouTube at getting into salons and spas. I just think you should just, if you're a customer there, follow your dollar. Ask them if they're interested and open to learning about products that can give immediate results as well as lasting results. But please do not make this your priority. Okay. So that's it. So someone said, when are you going to come out with the fat cream? So why don't we just do this? I think our CEO has told us several times that new products, solution-oriented products are coming out. So instead of just asking when, let's just focus on what we've got right now. I think all of us can agree that we have got the best of the best already. And if we've already produced over 50 plus 6-figure income earners with just this, okay? And we didn't have makeup remover and we didn't have clear. If we've already done that, imagine what we can do with what we have now. And let's just build a huge organization. So when the company does come out with all these amazing products, we have an organization already built that all they have to do is send out a text, make a post, and because of all the customers and all the agents we have, your business blows up in one day. All right. So let's just focus on what we've got right now and know that our CEO, our leaders in this company are coming up with the best of the best. So this is one I'd like to answer for someone. So I manage a large scale dairy and there are 18 hours a day. I need help with the little time I have and how I can make this work. I really want this. And to that individual, I feel you, because I was working 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week, 7 nights a week, 15 years ago. And I want to reassure you that you can get this done even with 18-hour days. And I want you to understand that this business is built in seconds and minutes. A lot of people are making the mistake acting like they have to have 4, 6, 8 hours a day to build their business, but it is about the part-time person. Network Marketing Secret is all about the power of the part-time story. So what I suggest to you is you have to be deliberate with your time. You have to look at your calendar and you have to see what time you do have. All right. And then you have to decide, what am I going to do in the time that I do have? So for instance, the text message and contact and inviting, the text messaging that my husband has been teaching that is really changing a lot of people's businesses. Well, it only takes 15 to 30 seconds if you sent 25 out today, you're going to spend less than half an hour sending your text messages out. And guess what? You don't need to block out a half hour. You just need to have a list of people that you're going to send the text message to. Then you need to send them. If you've got 5 minutes on a break, spend that time instead of talking and hanging out with employees. Why don't you just send your text messages? Okay, great. I was able in 5 minutes to get 10 of them done. All right. Now, when you get your next break, why don't you steal another 5 minutes? Now, what you've done is you've taken a very small amount of time, but you've leveraged it using technology. Let the technology work for you. then remember, you're going to be sending out the video. So the third-party tool, the technology, and you're stealing a minute here and a minute there to send out text messages is literally going to work for you, because they're going to watch this 4-minute video and then you know the next steps, right? Did you watch the video? Yes or no? Or watch the video and then yes, what you like best. And so now it's just going to keep going and keep going. And you're going to get so much done in exposing people to through your videos, through your text messages, that it's going to start the process in building your business. So in 18 hours in a day, I know in those 18 hours, you have a few minutes here and there to send your text messages out with your 4-minute video, or just ask if someone can meet for coffee. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when they respond back, then you can also send more videos. Use the system, build a system-dependent business instead of a people-dependent business. Many of us are building a business that's on us. So for me to build my business, I've got to talk to 5 people. I've got to be able to go to this appointment and this appointment and this appointment. And I think I have to be in front of everyone, but you really don't. You can use the third-party tools and the system in a lot to build your business and to really get things started. Now, let's say people are open and they're interested. You need to schedule a wow party. So I'm sure there's one day on your calendar that you could schedule a wow party. And don't worry about anyone else's schedule. Worry about yours. So if you've got one afternoon and it's on a Saturday or Sunday, or oh my goodness, I don't care. If it's on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock, guess when your wow party is? In that window. Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And it does, someone says I work then, doesn't matter if someone says that, or is that day, I don't know if that day is good for me. That is your event day. So you're going to drive that time. You're going to drive that time, and some will and some won't, but you're going to build your business in that time. Now, in leading to that time of your one day that you can do your event, you're going to be using this text messaging, which gets so many people covered and using the third-party tools, that you're going to actually be able to leverage that time and let it work for you. And then from there, I would just keep doing that over and over and over again, sending the text messages, using the videos, send out sample regimens to people, build long distance, because that can build your time. And look at your calendar and steal moments. Your life is changed in moments. You don't need hours, and it's designed to build a part-time business. And remember, Jim Rohn said, work while you work. So that means when you have those 5 minutes, you focus only on Secret in those 5 minutes. When you're in your car, you put in your personal development, and that's all you listen to, because those moments deposited into you will change your life. And when you are sending those tools out and following up with people, work while you work. Don't mess around and take this time very, very seriously. So I hope that helped with you guys. I'm going to do one more question to see if there is a new one. So the last one I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, so this is Vance from Idaho, 4 weeks in Secret. Any tips on how to get into 100 living rooms in 90 days? And I think this is a great question. And it goes to the person I was just talking to before, who's on 18 hours in a dairy. So a lot of people think Tiffany needs to go into 100 living rooms in the next 90 days. But let me tell you something. You can get into 100 living rooms in the next 90 days and not actually get into 100 living rooms. And it works like this. So let's just say you get started and you've got 5 hours a week that you can build your business. So you've got 5 hours this week that you can build your business. And in those 5 hours, you send your text messages, you do your 2 wow parties, because wow parties are not 4 hours long, people. They aren't even 3, they aren't even 2.5. So in those 5 hours, you send your text messages, you send out your videos, you get people to your wow parties. And let's just say in each wow party, you get 1 person started. So now, congratulations, you've got 2 people on your team. So now they only have 5 hours a week too. So the next week you put in your 5 hours and they put in their 5 hours. How much time is going towards your business? Your 5 and their 5. Their 2 people times 5, that's 10 hours plus yours. You now have 15 hours that's going towards your business. And this is how you get more living rooms. So 15 hours. The next week, let's say 2 more people get started. And now you've got 25 hours going towards your business. But now, as you're following the system and you're them, and people get started in places that you aren't. They do wow parties. You're still doing your 2 wow parties a week, and you're still getting people started. You may even do some wow parties for someone else. But when you get people started, let's say you have 20 people on your team, and each of those people in 1 week do their 2 wow parties, your team just did 40 wow parties this week. And what does that mean? That means your business, your system, your commission check was in 40 living rooms that week. And that's how you get into 100, not you yourself running yourself ragged, going on this mission, missing your family, going crazy, trying to do it all yourself. The beauty of network marketing is leverage. The beauty of network marketing is empowering people to do it for themselves. And then because of that, you reap the benefit as well. So you want to get into 100 living rooms in the next 90 days, Vance? Well, I suggest to you that what you need to do in the next 90 days is you need to do your S4S, introduce as many people as possible and teach them to do their S4S. And then your business will be beyond 100 living rooms in 90 days. And you actually will be able to teach people to do the same thing. Because even if I did give you a system on how to get in 100 living rooms in the next 90 days, the question we have to ask ourselves is the same questions that our prospects are asking us. Can I do this? Do I have time to do this? And do I want to do this with my friends, family members, neighbors? And the answer to that is, even if Vance and Idaho could do 100 living rooms in 90 days, and Tiffany could, and she taught Vance to do the same, let me ask you this. How many people that Vance introduced, how many of them who decided to go on a 90-day run, how many of them would be able to do the same thing? And while they're watching you, your team, your prospects watching you go from house to house, 100 houses in 90 days, how many of them would answer yes to, can I do this? Not very many. In fact, a tiny percentage. How many of them would say, I have time to do this? Not very many, a very tiny percentage. And how many of them would say, do I even want to do this with my friends, family members, and neighbors? Too small of a percentage. So the key is, instead of saying, how do I get in a living room for 100 living rooms? How do I get my team? How do I build an organization that without me even knowing it, they're in 100 living rooms? And the way you do it is you start yourself and you teach to teach, meaning you get people started, teach them to do the same thing, and help them go along as well. So that's really what I suggest, because I can't just help Vance, who might have time to do 100 living rooms. I've got to also help the person at the dairy farm 18 hours a day, the jelly maker who was working 12 hours a night. I've got to help the stay-at-home mom. I've got to help the CEO of a company. I've got to help busy people, and network marketing was designed for busy people. So even if you do get into 100 living rooms, Vance, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, and don't teach your team. Teach them to leverage the system, to teach, and help others do the exact same thing. And that way, when a person gets sick, when a person loses a loved one, when a person goes on vacation, when a person just needs a day off, they don't have to feel bad because they've got 82, 83, and 84 of those 100 wow parties to get to. They can rest assured that 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, and 90 of all of those wow parties is getting done that day, because they taught other people to do it, they empowered them to do it, and they actually followed the system and leveraged the system so more people could have the freedom that they want as well. All right, so someone said, which video do you send them? It's the 4-minute video. It is on your URL. It's on Vimeo. It's a 4-minute video that says we have billions of sales. It is amazing, and it definitely attracts people. All right, so someone said, when will John be coming to Minnesota? This week. He's in Minnesota this weekend. I think it's Sunday and Monday. He's going to Milwaukee after that. And then I will be in Seattle this Friday night doing a regional and an executive and above breakfast on Saturday. All of that information will be on our Facebook walls or our business pages after this call, this webcast. So make sure you look at that. If you have the basic, can you move up until you get the professional package? Yes, you can upgrade as much as you want. And that's the beauty of it. You get started where you need to. You keep upgrading, you keep buying the products. Use your replenishment every month if you have to. Reinvest your commissions because you're getting daily pay. Turn it into that investment to help you get your products. All right. John Malott, we will have him. He's doing a video for the text message training. For the sake of time, we won't do it again right now. but we will definitely make sure everyone gets that training out there so we can see it again and again. And you can use that and leverage that as part of the system to teach your agents to do it as well. All right, I'm going to do these last two. What is the best advice to motivate someone who is not motivated? So my husband does an incredible training on how many people in the world are unmotivated. There are motivatables, there are unmotivated people, and then there are self-motivated people, and then people who become motivators. And without doing the whole training, let me just share something with you guys. If a person isn't motivated, they just aren't motivated. It is not your job to make people do something they aren't willing to do themselves. You know, quite honestly, you guys know the adage, you can lead a horse to water. But if they don't want to drink, you've got to go find some more horses. So what I want everyone to understand is just because you enrolled someone, it's not your responsibility to do anything but teach them the system, help, let them know that you're there, and really try to help them get going. If they decide not to do anything else, guys, you know what? Don't be perplexed by the perplexing. I just really, really want you guys to understand that it is not your responsibility to push someone. It's our responsibility to love them. It's our responsibility to be there for them. It's our responsibility to try to empower them, to train them. But if they won't do, then that's not up to you. And as hard as it is, I can tell you, as hard as it is, it's painful almost to watch someone invest in a package, to spend money that they really didn't have. It's very difficult to watch someone that you know needs this opportunity, right? Someone that you needs this opportunity and they do nothing with it. But it's the same, guys, in everything, with weight loss and saving money and getting out of debt and breaking a bad habit. So tap into something on the inside of them, and then we are the ones who are there to help them. But if they aren't motivated, you have to let them know this. And this is what I suggest you say something to this effect. You know, I feel it's my responsibility to help you get your investment back, but we've got to work together on this. I can't do it for you. And so I just want to meet you where you are. If you are ready, I'm here. Let's go ahead and make a list. Let's go ahead and get your first wild party started. But if you're not ready now, then you tell me when I should follow up with you, when I should get back in touch with you so you can be ready so we can change our lives together. And let me tell you something. If that person doesn't do anything, when we are constantly trying to motivate the same people over and over, the people who aren't working, the people who need to be inspired, and we're going over and over and we're worried about these one people, it means we do not have enough people in the funnel. It means we haven't gotten enough people started. Usually the people who are the most frustrated with unmotivated agents are the agents that only have one agent or maybe two agents. Okay, one or two agents, those are the only ones we have. So when we only have one or two agents, it is frustrating. It will drive you crazy that these people aren't working. But if you've got 10 in the pipeline, if you've got some more people that you've gotten started, and if you've helped some other people get started, now you don't have as much time to spend on that person trying to motivate them. You don't have time to worry about what they aren't doing because you have other people that you're working on as well. And so that's really what I want you guys to understand. If a person's not motivated, you let them know you're there. You let them know that you love them. And then you're going to definitely be there for them when they're ready. But if you have more than one person to work with, and I don't mean just through your team, I mean in phase one, your own personal prospects in the pipeline that you're getting started, then you won't feel as bad because you know our system, our company, our products, our comp plan, our timing is more than enough to change a person's life if they're ready to change their life with us. Okay, so I'm going to do this last one. That you can't upgrade in the back office. You definitely can't upgrade in the back office. If it's not from special agent to professional, I suggest call HQ tomorrow. Call HQ tomorrow and they can definitely help you do that. And the reason why I'm sharing that with you is because I want you to have a system-dependent business and not a people-dependent business, because no matter how much we do, we won't always have the answers, but HQ can help you do that. So lastly, all right, I'm getting VIP customers, but no one is becoming an agent. What can I do? And I'm glad someone asked that question because I'm of the opinion that all of us should be getting agents and customers. And here's why. You know, our CEO said it already, that there are people who are going to become customers. And everybody won't become an agent, just like everyone won't get a professional set. And it doesn't mean there's something wrong with the system. It doesn't mean that the products aren't good. It doesn't mean that the comp plan's not good. And believe it or not, guys, it doesn't even mean that you didn't do a good job. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means it's not for them right now. That's it. It means it's not for them. So if you're getting tons of customers, what I'm guessing is that you feel comfortable with the products. You love the products. You are absolutely phenomenal at the products. You do the best recover mask and get the best results. You know what you are doing. And your passion, if I asked you, what is your favorite part of this company? You would say the products probably. So people usually who get lots of customers feel very comfortable with the products, but they don't feel as comfortable explaining the compensation plan. They feel like they don't understand it. They feel like they can't explain it well. And they also sometimes, and I'm not saying this is you because I don't know who you are, but they sometimes feel like, well, you know what? I just feel like selling products is natural, but when I try to talk to people about opportunity, it's not as natural for me. Or they feel almost guilty trying to get people into a business. They're not comfortable asking for bigger packages, those bigger prices, and there's some reservation. So if you're one of those people and you're getting mostly all customers and no agents, here are just a few quick things that I would do. Number one, I would get comfortable with the comp plan. I would get comfortable with the comp plan. And the way you can do it is watch the comp plan video. If you don't do anything else and you're not comfortable sharing it, just copy what they say word for word on the comp plan video. That's what I did when I first got started. I just followed someone who was really good at it, and I said everything that person said. I said everything they said, the way they said it, and I started getting better results. And then I started getting more confidence, and I started getting more posture. Go to your upline support and say, help me understand some things about the comp plan. Please help me understand some things about the comp plan. Maybe you're not solid on check match. And usually where people fall apart is they have a hard time explaining check match and they have a hard time explaining team commissions because they're worried about the lesser leg. They're worried about infinite in depth. They're worried about 10 or 15% of the lesser leg and they don't know what to say. So just get someone to teach you why and teach you how on those things. Go to your upline support, get some better understanding on check match and team commissions, because I guarantee you when it comes to the comp plan, you can understand retail. You could sell, you could explain retail. You can explain VIP customers. You can explain drive your dream bonus. But it's usually the team commissions and the check match that makes people run from it. The other part of it is you may be in your wow party spending too much time on the products and giving your comp plan a very small window of time. The comp plan should be done in 15 minutes. You don't need more time than that because it's not designed for them to know every little thing about it. It is designed for them to get a very good overview of it and make a decision on I can make money or not. Not how much, not when, not how does it work, but yes, if this is what you do, put mud on people and make money, then I can do that too. Okay, so you need to get more comfortable with the comp plan, especially team commissions and check match. Follow a leader. Get someone to teach you how and why. Spend those full 15 minutes on your compensation plan, following the system, following the flip book. Do not think anything needs to be changed. Just follow the system. The other part of it is think of this. How many of those customers do you think want to make the money you're making too? You know, I heard someone sent me a text message and they're like, I congratulated them on their customers. And they're like, oh, you know, one more or two more and another share in the global PC pool. And I said, awesome. So how many agents do you have? And they were like, I don't have any agents. And if you can get that many customers, quite honestly, you should have some agents, in my opinion, which you realize that's why you asked the question. But what you got to do is flip the switch. Let's think about how much money you're leaving on the table when you don't get an agent or you don't really share the opportunity with someone, or you don't invite someone to become an agent. There are a lot of people wrapping up a wow party and just talking products instead of saying, hey, Tiffany, what'd you like best? I love the makeup remover. Great, me too. Did you see yourself earning some extra cash? I can only say yes, no, or I don't know, guys. And if I say no, sell me the products you were going to sell me anyway. But what if I say yes? What if I'm looking at you do a great job on these products? You've helped me understand that I can make some money by selling these products and help other people do the same thing. What if I'm just like, you know what? I need to make some of this money too. When you only sell me products and then let me host a party, you are missing out on possibly big leaders, someone leading you to a big leader, or just a lot of people on your team doing exactly what you're doing. So when you invite people to the opportunity, don't worry about what they say, and don't worry about if you have all the answers, because that's what third party is for. Get an expert on the line with you. Get an expert on the line with you so they can help you through that. Use more third party, invite people to the opportunity, spend more time on the comp plan, 15 full minutes on the comp plan in the system in your wow party, and get passionate about helping people make money, not just helping people look great with these products. So I think this was a great call. We're getting this system down. We will have more time for questions next week. But thanks for coming, for showing up with us. We'll be back next week. Next week, we're going to have some testimonials. We need to hear about you, your execs, your product testimonials, and your success out there in the field. And remember, look for us on our Facebook walls. We'll be in Seattle. We'll be in Milwaukee. We'll be in Minnesota over this coming week. And we definitely want to help you build your business. So you don't have to fly there. All you have to do is say, who do you know? Send some people out and let us work for you. But with that, guys, this was fun. And I'm really starting to enjoy this. I hope you are. Make sure you promote it next week, and we'll see you guys at the top. Have a great night.